Known to his fans as Boogalove, musician Kabelo Mabalane and radio personality Koula both run their mouths for a living. They also run in the more literal sense and have each completed numerous marathons. Ahead of today's event, they tracked down the ultimate Comrades King.
You know, when you're talking about comrades, there's only one name that springs to mind.
Bruce Fordyce.
Bruce Fordyce has won the Comrades Marathon a record 9 times, 8 of which were consecutive. And he's the current world record holder over 50 miles.
We've got lots of goals, but I think the most important thing is not to forget to enjoy ourselves, because, I mean, we all set goals, and if you don't reach it, it's still fine. Going out there and running 89 grueling kilometers is still a big feat.
86.9.
Yeah, the upright. Bruce, you're looking fit, though.
No, I'm fit. I'm going to try for silver. And if it doesn't work,
still have fun.
Try and get Kabelo to drag me through for silver, because he's going to try for it as well.
Try for silver as well.
And you going for?
Just a 10:15 if I can. Nice, slow and steady at the back.
Shaving off how much every year?
Generally about 15 or 20 minutes,
year,
so that's why I think 10:15 is attainable.
By the time you're 45, you will win.
Yes, that's the goal.
I ran my first Comrades 4 years before Koula was born.
And he won his first the year I was born.
I ran in 1977. It was my first.
Because I'd never done it before, I mean, I weighed about a good 25 kilos more than I am now. And the pressure was to finish the race. I actually thought, geez, have I bitten off more than I can chew here? You know, so, but the pressure was good because, you know, just after having told everybody, I knew I had to do it. So trust me, when I finished my first Comrades, it was one of the best feeling in the world, ever, 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 ever.
My first Comrades run was similar to Kabelo's in terms of pressure as well. I think he had it to a much larger scale than I did, but I think there were a whole lot of people who weren't quite sure why I was running or weren't really expecting me to finish either. And it was a great day. And it was just a case of soaking up all that crowd support along the way and just really enjoying the day. There was a huge amount of nerves as well.
Kabelo's decision to run the Comrades was as much of a mental challenge as it was physical. For Koula, mind over matter is the principle she applies.
I enjoy running long distances. Like, the further the better for me. I really do get a kick out of it, and it might seem bizarre to some people, but you've got your own will and your own mind that you're battling against, but at the same time you're surrounded by thousands of people, so you can be as isolated as you want or you can be as sociable as you want.
The main thing is you don't want to waste any time, and I always say to beginners, especially, I say, make sure that you promise yourself that everything you do that day will be a step towards the finish. Because while you're stopping, talking to a friend or signing an autograph, you're going nowhere. But the clock's still going. You know, you're running out of time for it. You know, this clock doesn't stop because you've stopped.
That's what Bruce said to me. The first time I ran, he says, every step you take is a step forward. And
the thing you do is just to get there.
A healthy mindset is a good first step. But these 3 celebrities know that putting in the physical work is just as important to complete an ultra-marathon.
With running, what I've come to learn is the more you get involved in running, you find out so many things that people don't know. You know, running is as much a science as it is a sport. A big part of running is nutrition. In terms of, you know, your carb loading, replenishing your electrolytes. You got to know what to take when. And I think individuals are different, but nutrition plays a big part.
With over 19,000 people from over 50 countries taking part, Bruce, Kabelo and Koula were up against some of the world's most dedicated athletes.
The finish line is the whole of the last lap of the stadium. As you come in at the finish, and particularly the up run, because the oval in Pietermaritzburg is small and it's much more intimate, and all the people are cheering.
I actually want to see what's the quickest I can run. I've been improving and I want to see how quick I can go, you know?
Yeah, I want to see how fast I can go as a 50-year-old. So I know that I can't do those times from the past, but I can see there are not too many 55-year-olds who get silver.
Can't you win this year? Your age group.
I could have a go.
Hey, there we go.
Yeah.
Well, like Bruce and I said, we're going for silver, which is 7.5 hours.
So we have to be finished by 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Starting at 5:30, we finish by 1 o'clock, otherwise we're in trouble.
Yeah, and I'm planning on pulling through around 4:45.
With almost 40 Comrades Marathons between them, these 3 runners know what they're talking about. For those who are planning to join them next year, here's some valuable advice.
Tips, I'd say prepare, because I think the race is a reward for your preparation. Put in the time before if you want to go have fun out there.
For me, sometimes compare running Comrades to playing a game of chess, and you've got to have some kind of strategy. And even when you're feeling fresh in the beginning of the race and you're wanting to go much faster than you really are, to conserve energy and make sure that you finish strong instead of exhausting yourself in the first 30 Ks and then crawling the next 60 Ks after that. Works for me, it may not work for some people, but that's why it's my philosophy.
Any tips? At the end of the day, and I remind myself, is to just enjoy the day. It's really such a wonderful outing. It's a privilege to be that healthy that you can do it and to be part of it and have all those people screaming for you. And in a way, it's a pity to flog yourself to death in that race. It's better to enjoy as much of it as you can, because it's an absolute highlight of your life to run a Comrade.
Congratulations to all of you who crossed the finish line this year. This true test of how well you're living your best life is not an easy feat.